Hello, people. Welcome to my channel, Wayfarianfx. I would request you to kindly please, join, subscribe, and share as well. Today being a Sunday, we're just preparing ourselves for the coming week, which is going to be very, very important. And that is one of the reasons why I thought I will make one video so we understand a few things. Now, in terms of the Forex market, of course. So what are the things that we will be covering in this session, which I want you to please focus, because what we are discussing today is the coming week as to how it's going to be. Correct. So of course we'll understand the economic calendar, a little bit of fundamental, and a lot about technicals, because uh, these things which is happening, of course, which you will understand while you're watching the video as well, which would be very, very important for us to be safe in terms of the trading. Correct. So let's begin with the sessions. Now, first of all, let's understand as to this coming week, from Monday 25th till Friday 29th. This week is going to be very, very crucial, because there are, as we see on Monday, there is not any important news for US dollar, and neither it is on Thursday, and neither it is on Friday. Correct. Which means that mostly on Monday, if we start, it is going to be mostly technical trading, right? So there is not a lot of impact from the fundamental, unless we have some news coming in from the war or something that happens during the day, right? However, we do have on Tuesday at 7 p.m., which is of consumer confidence. Then on Wednesday we have got prelim, GDP and unemployment claims, and then there we have got core PCE price index too. And of course, so these are the days when we have major news, 2 to 3 days. So this week is going to be crucial. And I'll tell the reason why I'm saying crucial so many times is also because we have to understand a few things. Now, let me take you to one of the side where there's, of course, on the coin codex, you can see that the forecast for the gold price. Now, this is where it becomes more interesting. It's because there's a 5-day prediction which goes to 2,807 and a 1 month prediction of 2,740. However, if you look at this, you know, that of course this means that this might give a spike and then come down further within the coming month, for which this last week becomes so very important for us to understand, so that your investment, your amount that you have invested should be safe. However, we see that there is a 6 months prediction and a 1 year prediction. So this is where our calculation goes. It is predicted to reach $3,000, and I'm sure you must have heard it from a lot of different scholars, which I also agree with, is because gold is known to be the safe havens, because whenever there are criticalities or anything that is happening in the world on on a geopolitical level, right, on an economical level, gold is something that goes very, very high. And that is one of the reason why I feel that it is important for us to also understand as to where it could lead. And that is why I see that it has got a lot of potential for us to be safe right now, to understand the market right now, to know where to open the positions. Correct. Now, as you see, let me just tell you something, that what happened when elections happened is gold went down. However, in this coming week itself, it gave a very good correction in the buying zone. Correct. And you see now gold is, if you look at the monthly chart, let's see where the monthly chart is. It went down, it touched at the bottom low of 2539, and then it moved back up within this month itself, I mean within a couple of weeks. So right now, of course, we are at 2716. Correct. It has moved down. However, there is this last week, which is there, which makes it so very important, because there is a possibility that it might try to come down too. Correct. And this is where we have to understand as to where are we going to open the sell position, and where are we safe to have the buy position? Now, because if you see that this has been such an aggressive buy, of course, it means that gold has certainly been into the buying trend again, which is really very nice. Okay, and now if you look at the previous market, previous news as well, of course there wasn't a lot of news, which though there was positive news for United States, however, for USD. But when you talk about gold as well, you see dollar index was also rising, gold was also rising. Now this happened solely because of the war situations in Ukraine and Russia. Now, this is very important, guys, is because this is where you have to, analyze. This is what you have to understand and keep yourself updated, because this is the knowledge which you will keep yourself updated with. If you do that, then you will certainly be safe in as to what you're supposed to do and the right actions that you can take at the right time. That is why it is so very important. Yeah. So make sure that you always keep going through the news, is because any day, anytime, anything can happen, because it's a war situation. And right now, if you see that Russia is, coming in with the attack on Ukraine, it becomes very important for United States as well, as to what are the things that is going to happen, because Trump has been newly elected president. A lot of things might change, so you have to, understand all these things in order to understand the forex reaction, the gold reaction, especially because our channel is, dedicated towards gold forecast. We have to analyze and understand all the things related to it as to what makes it go up and go down. Yeah. So coming back over here, if you see the monthly chart now, one thing, if you have the pen and the paper, if you have a notepad, make sure that you keep a note of all the levels that we are discussing it, because this is going to be a good thing for you in this coming week and the month as well. Now if you look at over here, it definitely went, and right from here it went over here and 2716. Now if it goes aggressively the same way, yeah. Now we have a level at 2744. You see this level, right? 2744 to 2750. Now, if it crosses this and closes over this, then there's going to be a much aggressive, uh, you know, uh, bullish momentum or a movement which can reach up to 2883 to 2890 as well. And further course, giving a spike, how gold gives a spike, it might even touch 2900 to show you that this is our next target that is going to be. So it might just cross onto if it crosses the all-time high, it will certainly give you a better all-time high, and that is where it is expected to be, as per the momentum that it is, as per the movement, that is fluctuation that it is showing. Yeah. However, we do have the levels over here. Now, what are these levels? Now, considering one thing in mind about gold. Now, let me just put onto the daily chart. So, if you look at the daily part as well, you know that you have this area where if the market, when it opens up tomorrow or tonight, correct, if it keeps going up, if you know that you have a window till 2745 to 2750. Yes. And you will have to say, for example, if you open up a buy position here, then you know that this is where first you will close your position and take away your profit, right? Then you wait for the confirmation if it closes above this, and then see if it is going above, because that is where our major play is going to be. If it gives the same momentum and go and keep giving the bullish movement above, right? And so this is what the buying position is. However, there are some levels that I want you to make a note of, because the market is 2716. There are a few things which I would like to tell you about. Now, you remember that when gold during lockdown, when 2020, yes, there was the gold was around about it. I think 1600 or something, but it did fall down on that day when the lockdown was announced by a very big margin. It came to around about 1250 back again, and from 1250 it just went back again to 1400, 1500, and then started crossing in, correct. Now, what we are looking at over here after 5 years, because we're right now just near to it, there is a possibility, and because we see that there's a lot of war situations happening, you might see that as well. And that is very important. That is why it is very important to understand uh, the levels as to where you're going to open the buy position to be safe enough. Because as for the investment, if you, even if we know that it is the buy position, but if you don't open it at the right time, then there's a possibility that your account might just get washed out, or you might face a lot of loss as well, right? And that is one of the reason why, one thing that we would like to always avoid. Now, this levels, what I'm saying is this levels, let me just open the 4 hour chart. Now if we look at the levels here, yeah, it is going to be a buy position, correct? Yeah, it is a buy that we are looking at. It is a buy that we're looking at, because gold, we know that in the coming 3 months, 6 months, 1 year down the line, it might even touch 3,000. So what our intention should be is to open a good buy position at the tip, right? And these are the levels that we are trying to talk about. Now, what are those levels? Now, the very first level is, of course, if you look at this 2685, if it, when this tries and comes down, yeah, and if it doesn't cross this, then know that it is going back up, right? To again retest this point, yeah. So you can have a buy position here and take away your profit from, within the range, right? Now, the next level that you see over here, this in 2667 or 2665, between this range, yes. In this is a very important line that I've drawn, that is 2653 or 265, between 2653 and 51. It's a very important rejection line, because if you look over here, there is a possibility, and look at this. This seems to be like an inverse head and shoulder, correct? If you look at this inverse head and shoulder, so there is a possibility that if it even tries to come down, then this is the level that it have to break in order to go further down. But if it doesn't break this, then you have another buy level over here, and you can just open up a buy here, correct? And if it crosses back, then of course, like I said, our intention is, what are the buy levels? Where can we open the buy? So we have to understand as to where the market can get rejected while coming down. Yeah. So this is another level. If you look at this level, yeah, this level of the neck is 2624. Yeah, 2624, around about over here. Yeah, 2623 to 2624. Now this is also one level where you can get a very good buy position. And of course, then you always have between 2593 to 2600. You can always have a good position between this 2600 to 2605, or even if it falls down further, you can always have a fair value gap of 2593 to 2595. Now this is it. Till that time, market does not cross this level of 2595, don't try to put yourself into a selling position somewhere nearby. Of course, you can always put yourself onto sell somewhere over here. Yeah, if it crosses over here, yes, you can, and you can just take out the profit and be safe. But you have to understand, no matter whatever we are saying, what we are discussing over here is what is the long-term perspective, because our intention is to grow our account, and if that is what it is, then you have to understand that what are the levels where you have to buy and where you have to sell. So you can just, the market is open 24 hours, right? It depends on us as to where and when do we open this position, so we get the maximum profit out of that. Yes. So till the time, I repeat, market does not cross 2595, don't try to take any you know selling positions somewhere nearby. Okay, it is very important for the market to close below this, and then probably we have a better area of 2531, and that's the range that we're talking about for the selling position, and that also shows that it might change the trend after 2595. But till then, the trend is going to be on a bullish side. So all we will look at is the buy position. Well, that is it. I hope this session was informative for you, and you have made down the levels as well. In case you have missed it, let me just repeat once again. It is going to be a very important one. After 2743, or 2745 to 2750. Okay, then you have this level of 2666. I'm sorry, 2640 between 40 and 50 is very important. And then you have the final one, that is 2624 and 2600 or 2605. So these are the buy positions that you can always keep a note of. Okay, and if the market goes below this, then of course that is when we will try and consider sell if it closes and shows a good movement or fluctuation downside. Till then, well, enjoy your week of trading, and I will try and keep updating every day on the daily forecast, of course, and on the weekly sessions as well, just to understand as to what it is. But please, please, I would want you to like, subscribe, and share, because till the time we don't grow in this community together, nobody's going to grow. Yes, I would require your support in this. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day, and everybody stay blessed. Thank you.